Female's on the right. She's about 3 years old. She's from Rare Earths line of Australia, New Guinea crosses. The male is on the left. He is a pure Australian from Livingston's Lizard Lounge, imported German stock. He's just barely over a year old. You can tell already he's significantly larger than her. He is quite an... I scared him a little bit. Sorry, buddy. Just wanted to show off how pretty he is. But his frill, you can tell, but it's quite red. And it's absolutely huge. It's a beautiful animal. Yeah, thanks. So I get frequently asked how to set up knob-tailed geckos, and it seems there's a really common misconception that because they're a more arid genus of gecko that they should be somehow kept dry all the time. What people neglect to realize is that although it's dry, it's moist underground, and that's where they're going to be spending most of their days. So what I try to replicate is something similar, where the heat is provided on this side, and it's underbelly heat, and it's about 90 degrees right here in the sand. As you can tell, it's quite dry. A little bit of poop there. And then the cool side, this is a little yearling, a little less than a yearling female, Nephrurus vertebralis, more rare species of Nephrurus. This is a really pretty one in my opinion, one of the nicer ones. That's why she was held back. So there's a hide box here, and it's just kind of ambient room temperature on this side, which is 78 to 80, somewhere around there. And then underneath the hide, the sand is kept moist, and as you can tell, just kind of loosely clumps together. You don't want it wet. It's a common error people make is to keep the sand too wet. So what I like to do is I just spray it pretty heavily, and then stir it with my hands, even it back out, and then place the hide box back. Kind of keeping the sand tight around the hide box just kind of secures the moisture contents under the hide box so that it doesn't dry out under there as quickly. I usually have to add water to the cool end about 2 or 3 times a week, depending on the AC's blasting to keep the house cool, or if the house is having to be heated, it's obviously going to dry out much more quickly. Anyhow, good luck with your geckos. Thanks. Bye. Well, sorry about the background noise. This room is the cooler gecko room, which also has our pet, the dude, Podocnemus unifilis, Amazon yellow-spotted river turtle. But this is also where I keep, Luruscolobotes, Uroplatus, Philurus, etc. So, I've heard from a lot of people that they have historically done poorly with the Luruscolobotes, or cat geckos. My setup's really simple, and it's proved to work really well. Testament to that is a sim chamber right here, with quite a few Luruscolobotes eggs currently incubating. That's just kind of at room temperature, which is 74 degrees right now, and it kind of swings from day to night. Might peak out around 78 to 80 at the top end during the day, and then it cools back off to 68 to 70 at night. So basically, we just have a 12-inch, sorry for the water spots, acrylic cubes, probably about an inch or so of plantation soil, plant just because, and then cork bark flats. And you'll see there's also a little planter's dish underneath there as well. And overhead lighting. So there's some crickets in here because they just fed last night. And there they are, just kind of tucked away for the day. And they're nocturnal, so they're just going to sleep all day. Every night I give them a really heavy spray, making sure to cover all the surface area and getting the cork bark good and damp. And then I feed about 3 times a week, and I get eggs about every 4 to 6 weeks out of each of these pairs. So anyhow, if you're having trouble with them, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to share what my experience has been. I know there's a lot of information that suggests that these geckos should not, excuse the really rough condition of pothos. It was just recently transitioned. But a lot of people suggest not utilizing calcium supplementation, and I completely disagree with that, only because of my experience has been that I supplement every single feeding, and my geckos have been thriving and consistently laying eggs, and that's just my 2 cents on it. So during the day they're going to be hard to wake up, but there's a little male. I just kind of scared, but he's going back to sleep. And fun little geckos, quite active at night, fun to watch. Anyhow, thanks. Have a good day.